Today, we'll talk about how to start a business and see it through to the end. Our team will show you how to use clear and effective strategies that are necessary to turn a simple idea into a great business. When you're a business, you need more than just a good idea to be successful. You also need to follow clear plans. And there are 4 main ideas that these strategies are built on: finding your niche, standing out, knowing your perfect customer, and focusing your efforts. Each of these is important for starting and growing a business that will last. To begin, let's talk about expertise. This pillar will push you to find an area in a market and master it. By specializing, you not only make yourself known as an expert, but you also make better use of your time and money by focusing on the things you can really change. The second pillar is differentiation. In a saturated market, differentiation is crucial to capturing consumer attention. It's not just about being different, but about being clearly better at something that matters to your customers. This involves deeply understanding what you can offer that distinguishes you significantly from your competitors. Next, we have segmentation, which focuses on identifying who your ideal customers are. Understanding their needs, preferences, and behaviors is essential. This not only helps personalize your offering, but also maximizes the relevance of your product or service for a specific group of consumers. Finally, concentration involves directing your efforts and resources where they will have the greatest impact. This means prioritizing projects and markets that closely align with your specialization and differentiation, ensuring the optimal use of your resources. These pillars are not only the foundation for a successful business, but also contribute to your personal development as an entrepreneur. Every decision and strategy you implement reflects and affects your personal aspirations and values. Throughout this episode, we will delve deeper into each of these essential pillars, providing you with concrete examples and strategic advice that you can apply to accelerate your path to success and wealth. No matter where you are on your entrepreneurial journey, there are always techniques to refine your strategy and scale new heights. Discover how you can turn your ambitions into a successful and lucrative reality. We focus on your specialization, which is the first important thing for building a great business. It's important to find your niche. As an entrepreneur, this is the most important thing you need to know about the basis on which you will build your business. It's not enough to just pick an area to work in. You need to find a place where your passion and skills meet a real need in the market. Think of specialization not as a hindrance, but as a way to put all of your efforts into one area where you can really do well. Not only does this help you stand out, but it also helps you make better business choices. Before you can start focusing, you need to do a lot of deep thinking about yourself. What do I really care deeply about? What skills do I have that no one else has or that are better than average? Putting these answers together will help you find places where you naturally have an edge over other people. For example, if you have a natural skill in communication and a passion for technology, you could specialize in digital marketing for a technology startup. Once you've identified areas of interest and skills, the next step is to validate the market need. This is where market research comes into play. Use tools such as surveys, market trend analysis, and interviews with potential customers to understand if your niche has sufficient demand. It's not enough for something to excite you. There must be a market for it. Find out what challenges people face in this space and how you can uniquely solve them. Additionally, consider the size and competitiveness of the niche. A common mistake is entering a market that is either too saturated, making differentiation nearly impossible, or too small to sustain a long-term business. Effective specialization occurs when you strike a balance in a niche that is large enough to be profitable, but not so crowded that you cannot make a distinctive mark. Now, thinking about specialization also involves commitment. By choosing a niche, you're saying no to other opportunities, and that's okay. This focus will allow you to offer higher quality products or services because your attention won't be divided. Over time, this level of specialization will position you as an authority in your field, which is invaluable. A great example of successful specialization is companies that started by focusing on very specific niches and then expanded their offerings as they grew. Think about how Amazon started by selling only books and has now penetrated virtually every aspect of retail and beyond. They began with a clear niche and mastered that space before expanding. Finally, keep in mind that specialization also means being able to change. Markets shift, tools improve, and customers' wants and needs change. Paying attention to these changes and being ready to shift your focus when needed is part of finding and keeping your niche. Keep an interest in learning more about your field, and you'll always be ready to change and do well. Specialization is the first thing that every great business owner needs to do. Be the best at what you do by defining your area and getting to know your customers. This will not only help your business last, but it will also help you build a strong personal brand that people know and trust. The second basic pillar is differentiation to stand out from the crowd. This is the second part of our series on key strategies to turn your idea into a successful business. Getting unique is very important in this step because even if you find your area, it will be hard to get and keep customers' attention. There's more to differentiation than just selling a product or service. It's about coming up with a unique value offer that stands out from the rest. Think about, what can I offer that is truly different, and why should customers care? Being different from other people will depend on how you answer this question. Let's start with innovation in your offerings. For example, if you're in the coffee market, it's not enough to just serve coffee. Think about how you could change the coffee experience. Perhaps you offer unique brewing methods, exclusive flavors, or even a themed cafe experience. Anything that disrupts the norm and delivers something new and exciting. In addition to innovating in the product or service, consider how you can differentiate through the customer experience. This could include exceptional customer service, a unique shopping environment, or sales processes that make your customers' lives easier and more enjoyable. Apple is a great example of this. They don't just sell technology, they sell an integrated and simplified experience that has captured the loyalty of millions. Again, another way to differentiate is through your brand narrative. What is the story behind your business? People connect with stories and values that resonate with them. If you can tell an authentic story about the origins of your company, your challenges, what inspires you, and how this benefits your customers, you'll have created an emotional connection. This connection can be incredibly powerful and difficult for your competitors to replicate. Consider sustainability as another form of differentiation. In an increasingly environmentally conscious market, practicing sustainability is not only good for the planet, but can also be a strong brand differentiator. Whether you use recycled materials, optimize processes to reduce waste, or support local sustainability initiatives, these actions can set your company apart and attract a market segment that values these practices. Personalization can also be a good way to set yourself apart from others. In a time when many things are made at once, personalizing your goods or services can help you stand out. This could be as easy as letting customers pick their own colors or features. Or it could be as hard as making your product completely fit each person's wants. It is very important to understand that difference needs to mean something. There's more to being different than just being different. You have to be different in a way that helps your business. You need to make sure that the unique things about your business either solve a real problem or make the customer experience much better. Last but not least, keep in mind that difference is not a one-time thing. It should be an ongoing part of how you run your business. Competitors have to change with the times, and so do customers' wants. To stay useful and appealing in the market, you need to always be looking for new ways to do things. Being unique not only helps you stand out in a crowded market, it also makes people like and loyalty to your brand. You can set your business up for long-term growth and success by making sure that every part of it is unique, from the product to the customer experience to the brand story. The third important part of our marketing plan is segmentation, which helps us figure out who your dream customer is. This is an important step because you might not be able to fully benefit from specialization and difference if you don't know who you are selling to. By segmenting your customers, you can make sure that your message and products really hit home with a certain group of people, making every action you take more effective. Not only is segmentation important for marketing, but it's also a big part of our overall strategy that affects how we make goods, pick sales channels, and even how we handle customer service. Start by identifying common characteristics and needs among your potential customer base, dividing them into manageable groups that share similar attributes. Begin with demographic data such as age, gender, income, education, and geographic location. While these data points are a good starting point, they only scratch the surface of effective segmentation. For example, if you sell exercise equipment, you might start by segmenting by age and location. However, these data points alone won't tell you much about your customer's motivation or lifestyle. That's why it's crucial to delve into psychographic data, which includes values, attitudes, interests, and personality. These data points help you understand what motivates your customers, what they value in life, and how they prefer to be communicated with. Returning to the exercise equipment example, you might discover that a segment of your market not only seeks fitness, but also values integrated technology and sustainable design. Furthermore, segmentation should and must delve deeper to explore consumer behavior. For a successful venture, you need to know how your customers shop. When are they most active? Do they prefer to buy online or in store? What type of content do they consume that could influence their purchasing decisions? These questions help you create much more precise and effective customer profiles. An effective tool in segmentation is creating buyer personas. These are detailed but fictitious representations of your ideal customers based on your research. Creating personas can help you visualize your ideal customer, understand their challenges, and see how your product or service fits into their life. It is important to keep in mind that classification is an ongoing process. Markets, habits, and the way people buy things all change over time. You should always be aware of these changes and be ready to make changes to your parts as you learn more and get feedback. To sum up, getting to know your customer better not only makes your product or service more useful and effective, but it also makes your marketing dollars work harder. Making sure you send the right message to the right people at the right time will not only increase your chances of success, but it will also help you build better relationships with your customers that will last longer. As we continue to look at the most important things you can do to turn an idea into a great business, we reach the fourth and final fundamental pillar, concentration. You have to concentrate on what you're doing. This pillar is the last one because it turns everything we've learned about specialization, differentiation, and segmentation into specific actions that make the most of our resources and make the most of their effect. Being careful about where, how, and when you spend your time, money, and other resources is what it means to concentrate your efforts. And no matter how appealing they may seem, being able to say no to things that aren't helping you reach your strategic goals is a skill. When it comes to business, this means focusing on the most profitable customer groups and marketing and product development tasks that directly improve your place in the market. One of the first steps in this process is identifying high-impact activities. This requires careful analysis of where you've seen the best results so far. Ask yourself which activities generate the majority of your revenue. Which marketing tactics have resulted in the highest sales? Or in which areas are you seeing the greatest growth? These are the areas where you should focus more energy and resources. For example, if you find that most of your customers come from referrals, then it makes sense to concentrate efforts on optimizing a referral program instead of dispersing resources across multiple acquisition channels with lower performance. This could involve offering incentives to existing customers to refer their friends and family, or developing marketing materials that facilitate the sharing and recommending of your products. Another crucial aspect of concentration is optimizing your product or service offerings. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, focus on the products that sell best or are most distinctive according to your differentiation strategy. This not only simplifies your supply chain and inventory management, but also allows you to enhance the quality and value of what you offer, making your brand even stronger. When you concentrate, you also have to make smart choices about the places where you do business. For instance, if you're just beginning a small business in your town, you might want to offer your goods or services in more than one city right away. But you might make more money if you focus on a specific area where your service is more likely to be accepted. This lets you make sure that your marketing and sales efforts are relevant to the wants and tastes of people in the area, which is very important for the success of your business at first. Also, the way you lead your team should show that you are focused. It is very important to make sure that each member is working on projects that will help the team reach its strategic goals and make the most of their skills. This might need training, reorganizing roles, or even hiring new people whose skills are better fit with the present strategic needs. When you focus your efforts, you don't just do less, you do more of what works best. It's a planned approach meant to get things done faster and better by making the best use of all the resources that are available. By doing this, you not only make your business more profitable, but you also lay the groundwork for its long-term growth. Don't forget that these 4 pillars, specialization, division, segmentation, and concentration, not only happen in order, but they also affect each other. When you put them together, they make a strong foundation for turning your business ideas into great realities. So carefully follow these rules and watch your business grow to new heights. As we approach the end of our time together in this episode, I want to close with some words of encouragement and reflection. We've journeyed through the complexities and powerful strategies of successful entrepreneurship, covering everything from specialization to concentration. Each of these pillars not only serves as a foundation for your business, but also reflects an integral part of your personal journey as an entrepreneur. Remember that the entrepreneurial journey is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a process that demands patience, continuous learning, and adaptability. The strategies we've discussed today are your tools, but the true art lies in how you apply and adapt them to your unique context. There's no one-size-fits-all path to success, and every business, like every entrepreneur, has its own unique path to forge. I want you to remember the wonder and excitement that drew you to this trip in the first place as you go forward. Remember why you started this journey when you feel doubt or confusion. Use that drive to move forward, come up with new ideas, and keep breaking down walls. Also, don't forget how powerful it can be to share your story. Every problem you solve and every win you celebrate not only helps your business grow, but it can also help other people on their own paths. Now that we're about to say goodbye, I don't want this to be goodbye. I want to see you later. This podcast is a place where people with open minds and an entrepreneurial spirit can come together, and your involvement makes every conversation and topic we talk about better. Remember to stay linked, keep taking part, and most importantly, keep using what you learn. Before we leave, I want to tell you that you can watch this episode and all of our other episodes again on our channel. Please let us know if any of the topics we've talked about have struck a chord with you, or if there's anything else you'd like us to talk about in future shows. We care a lot about your story, and every comment or idea is a chance for us to grow and get better. Once more, thank you for your time and attention. And remember that we are all on this journey of growth and learning together, no matter where you are in the world.